And I know we haven't reacted to a Seth video in a while, but Fable wanted to.
That is a lie. I want to leave. Graduate. I'm losing all the bajillions of followers I had.
Now Fable just saying random stuff. But then again,
You know what? I'm gonna play Call of Duty and just do what everyone else does and just start cursing out and everything. It's gonna be funny.
People haven't done that in a while. As far as I know, I don't really play Call of Duty anymore, I'll be honest.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Well, it's my time, Tom, and I give up. I'm just gonna become edgy now.
That's it. I sent the cool thing I sent you. Because both of you are cool and just want to share. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you're going up in the world, Gage. I hope to make video games one day, so, you know. You're obviously going to become part of that whenever I can get that up and running. But yeah. Are you ready, Fable?
No.
You're not?
Cry. Just play the damn thing. I'm crying. I'm gonna go start my edgy phase.
Oh, God. Anyway, we're going to end this and see what the heck Seth is talking about. I have no idea what this is going to be.
Seth here. I broke my microphone again. These lines come directly from a $10 webcam. Elin has reached early access. This is the equivalent of the CIA putting crack in black neighborhoods, but for the neurodivergent community. Elin is a game where I imprison the elderly, turn them into livestock, and have them lay eggs to make a new generation of senior citizens.
Seth, I got who starts a conversation like that? Oh my god.
The one that wanted to watch Seth's videos, you know how he is.
I know. I just immediately am confused.
Naturally, every grandpa starts off as a baby, needs to be breastfed by other grandpas until they come of age, and fed a staple diet of pastured hay to grow old and brittle. At which point, I mount them to a wheel of pain to generate electricity, so I can power my lights and watch Sailor Moon. I have a lack of beds, so there's a tower of pensioners stacked on top of each other every night. Each day, my population explodes, as a hot spring incubates faster than an actual womb, and each day it contracts as I put a for sale sticker on Grandpa's forehead. Legally, I have a license. Morally, I pay the church. In the same fashion as Bill Gates tortures his body double every day to evade karma, as long as I buy a letter of indulgence, I can sell 20 pensioners and still work off my karmic debt. I'm an upstanding citizen. They are untouchables, and I will not reincarnate into a water bug. But first, a message from my sponsor. At Raytheon, we don't just build missiles. We build memories.
Is it Raycon? At Raytheon,
we don't just neutralize civilians.
To make this even weirder, to make me have to say a woo.
Raytheon. Because
RTX?
It's not just a forever war. It's a forever family. As the successor to Eloda, which I reviewed over 7 years ago, Elin is a sandbox adventure like no other. Build a base, open your mailbox, receive spam in the form of a suicide bomber, cultivate 3 billion crop strains for testosterone, open a tourist trap and scam them for terrible prices, deliver vomit and feces for children's birthdays, poison unsuspecting talent.
What is this game? Forget about what Seth is talking about for a minute. What the hell kind of game is this? I am, I'm so, what the hell do I say?
I don't know.
Somehow Seth is creative even more craziness. It feels like every time I come back to watch a Seth video, he has just upped his level of craziness. Like he is running on nothing but caffeine and Redlin.
The problem is I don't actually think it's just Seth this time. I think the creators of this game literally said, let's just do whatever the hell and have the players have fun.
I guess that works. Player freedom, hurrah!
Child bride. Send her to be stoned at the gallows. Pickpocket her engagement ring. Marry a slime instead. Play music. Get shot dead because they didn't like your performance. Bake bread by nuking raw flour. Wish for a Block 17. Receive a railgun. Read Goblin Smut to learn their...
Oh my god. This can't be real.
Throw your smut in the trash can and make the trash pregnant. Punch a hermit crab for so long it levels up. Enjoy hallucinations. Get cursed.
Oh my God.
Realize the cursed item you're wearing is made of food and eat it directly from your body.
How
Get
does that
jumped by
help?
a pack of cows. Comply with their demands and brush their fur. Capture a bomb rock and host it as a parasite. Use its suicide attack to strip mine dungeons. Buy a tent. Use a paper material hammer to turn it into a portable pocket plane.
This is a weird idea, but I kind of want to try this game just because it feels like a weird isekai. It's time for it to lag after I make... I'm not repeating those words, but yeah, I feel like playing this game just because the amount of insane things you can just do
Worship
here.
every god. Receive their apostles and artifacts. Abandon
cool.
every single one of them. Roll a
Oh.
succubus and prostitution max your way to insane stats. Murder someone's son in cold blood.
What?
Bake their meat into a rotisserie chicken. Shit out
Oh,
a dream
God.
larva and blend it into the food. Feed it to
Ew.
their parent and make them fall in love with you. Make everyone love you so hard you recruit the entire city. Turn the king
Oh.
into a broomstick and ride him as he calls me a fat ass and tells me to lose weight. Whip him until he turns to prostitution. Some may describe Elin as a bizarre Japanese fantasy where you
Yeah.
enact outlandish policies such as human rights or a mandate for everyone to wear panties. But
I just realized what this is. This isn't some weird anime isekai world fable that you can do whatever you want in.
What?
I had an idea for a game like this, only it was about getting turned into a monster. And it wasn't pixelated, it was 3D.
Oh dear.
Well, it wasn't nearly this insane. I just want to preface this that...
that's not fully
He's lying.
accurate.
It's
It's about
more
paying
insane.
tax.
Okay.
The karmic weight
How
of
can I make
missing
this
my
more
monthly
insane?
tax deadline is 40 times more serious than unloading an assault rifle on a homeless beggar. This is a fantasy. Funded by the IRS and TurboTax. On being asked his intentions for the game, Noah, the developer, had this to say. I simulate Tokyo Salaryman. You make no
my
money
God.
because everybody live to 110-year-old. And then you take your own life. Game costs $20, real good. Game costs $20, real good.
What the hell?
You can
Hey,
be a
Juniper's
chaos
lying.
gene stealer with more hands than limbs.
What?
We don't care. Pay the state or suffer the
I'm
consequences.
just talking
This game's
myself.
entire premise is about you getting suckered into owning land by two contract killers. Then
Oh.
sucker someone else into 20 million in debt for that same property. There's
Okay.
intrigue, politics, and lore, which you can ignore entirely as you read everyone's death log, which moves very quickly and contains a lot of slurs. Most of them
What?
from me, but I prefer this multiplayer, as taking the Moongate to
Multiplayer?
visit a random Japanese base will instantly depress me, as I see his beautiful creation, and compare it to my own O-Block ghetto favela. You can even put custom sprites. Half the time,
Oh.
this is animated smut. This is preferable to getting one-shot by a death trap
Whoa,
the
wait, you can make your own sprites too? What the hell?
instant you spawn in, or seeing a Boeing 767 approaching two skyscrapers, or
Oh
loading
my
into
God.
Outer Epstein, which has a one-tile entrance that takes off your clothes. Players will see their options for a pet, and most will pick the little girl. But if I throw a hormone drug in her face, she becomes a little boy. This presents the duality of a player base. Pedophile
hell
or
is
pederast. Look, this is a setting where the surface went extinct
I
and got
am
repopulated
so
by a cosmic
confused by
mushroom,
what the
whose
fuck
only
is going
reference
on.
point for how
Don't
biology
ask,
works
Cars.
is Japanese Daojins. That's why everyone lays eggs, because he didn't know any
Oh,
better.
it's not
Everything
retiring,
is an
then Beck
opaque,
won't let me.
esoteric mechanism with poor documentation, which the community abuses and exploits until Noah figures out a
Apparently this is some sort of Japanese RPG thing that you can do whatever you want with in the
fix or
game.
workaround for their shenanigans.
Sandbox.
This is ignoring
Yeah.
the fact that half a game is designed to troll you. Take
Really?
an innocent menu option to auto pick up fish. Die instantly because you picked up a whale. Drink from a water source. Mutate horrifically. Play on permadeath. Slip on a banana peel in the Village of Atonement and lose everything. Get AIDS. Catching Ephor disease is a natural part of gameplay and progresses if left untreated.
third
How
eye.
do you do that?
What?
By playing basketball. To cure your magically inflicted AIDS, you must become Michael Jordan.
What the
casino
hell
chips
is
you earn can then
happening,
be used for
Fable?
higher stakes gambling.
I don't
This game
know, you're the
is a
one that
constant
wanted to
gaslight.
watch
I came
this.
into this expecting fun. Now
Yeah.
I'm paying tax and
No,
addicted to
he
slot
is.
machines.
But you're like,
I
no,
hope.
it's not gonna react
Oh,
to
hey,
Seth.
hello. I look at all this and think if this is wild as the RPG where you know what? Never mind. Listen, there's an RPG Maker game for everything at this
You
point.
didn't take an oath before starting your character because
Oh.
the blackjack table is rigged. Say
There's a
scum your
blackjack
way to the
table?
cure and live life as normal. There are
That's
alternatives,
something
but
more
that
fair
requires
and
kidnapping
unjust.
little girls. Memes aside, what is this? It's
Yeah.
single-player RuneScape with no level
Oh.
cap. and a crafting
Oh.
system that lets you recreate nearly everything you see. Towns, winter hot springs, beach resorts. You can even walk off ashore and build underwater. Everything
Oh.
builds into something, which
Wow.
can be dismantled to make everything else. Material alchemy is an art form, which lets us mine out entire dungeons and turn copper to cocaine. Nothing I
What?
say is an embellishment. I throw alcohol at my blue eyes white dragon, have sex with it, and end my turn. Understanding esoteric systems by absorbing every wiki article is the bulk of your experience. You don't have to know Japanese, but they're more informative than the porn-sick groomers that make up this game's English community, which is
Of
why
course.
they're partitioned away in an apartheid state. For starting off, any race or class is viable, and the possibilities are
cool.
endless.
You're a fat, ugly Polish whore. Or you're, I don't know, Jewish person. You're a black person. You're a
Feels like a slowly
rapist.
A
processed
Wraith
max
Executioner
review.
can use mana
Well,
as a
with the
second
puppet,
health bar.
yeah.
Combine this with worshipping Itzpalt or Hiromi, and you have an infinite health bar.
Oh.
Chaos Shape Inquisitor lets you save scum for hours.
I will say some of the designs for the gods are interesting.
And ask if it's truly worth it as you enter the void and get soundballed repeatedly. Or
Dragon
if you're a
Slayer.
masochist, you can pick Snail Tourist and put on permadeath. Everything now costs twice as much.
Oh.
But the trade-off is that salt kills you. My Jury Warrior isn't meta. Her perk is garbage. And ultimately, it doesn't matter. Because I bring a small army wherever I go. Do not
Oh,
feel
God.
limited by your choices. With enough
Oh.
investment, you can make anything work.
Just
Your
bring a
objective is
gun.
always the same. Get stronger by getting richer. So you can get even stronger to get even richer. Material capital will fuel your
Lord.
physical sociopathy.
So
an
when is the wolf playing this game? Pay me. I mean,
I need to repay. I need a new tablet, sadly.
do you actually?
I think so. Mine is actually starting to get more worse by the day, and I'm like, ah, frick.
Oh,
That's
sucks.
lovely. Yeah, but it happens. It's just the part of being an artist. Your tools eventually start to decline over time.
On this game, considering how much freedom of choice and craziness can happen, it reminds me of some of those weird zombie survival games. But even crazier, so I might try it for the right price. Maybe. I don't know, really. I have a backlog of games already, and I don't know. Maybe.
infinite number of ways to do this, and these are simply suggestions. Invite residents to work your land and perform jobs and hobbies, such as
Okay.
gaming, gambling,
Well, I'm
gotcha,
not spending
prostitution, and
44K on
self-harm.
stupid
Set up
things.
delegated
Not
farming
about
and automate crop rotations for
Why would you
passive
hire
income.
someone to
Grow
do that?
honey, turn it into wine. Grow mushrooms, turn it into wine. Catch fish, turn it into wine. Get
What?
paid a salary because people want to visit. Not for my impressive displays, but because I've stolen incredibly expensive panties from different NPCs. The
Why?
main way of getting stats is eating food. Thus, our only obstacle is our stomach. So, we apply
Okay.
the secret teenage girl technique of vomit maxing. We eat, we throw up, and then we eat even more, as we watch our maid pick up vomit like the peasant she is. It's hard to gauge these values. Luckily, there's a variety
So
of
can I
graphical
make
and
wine,
gameplay mods
definitely.
to
He stole the paste to make wine. Why was salary in quotes? I don't know.
augment your experience, automate tasks, and replace sprites with the horniest combait you've ever seen.
Lord.
Empreg Scott the Woz milking machine? Sign me up. On top of this, the game
Listen, I'm not surprised someone made a mod for Monster Girls. That is like the one thing that is the least unexpected thing for me, really, here.
itself has a lot of quality of life convenience. You can auto dump your entire inventory, configure
Huh.
resource distributions, and even just Ctrl F to search for anything on the map. Everything is completely customizable. In my case,
Interesting.
I've gone off a deep end and can no longer see what
you
I'm
think?
doing. This is a game of problems and solutions,
Oh,
and
God.
dealing with the problems you cause along the way. Mass monsters are a special creature that multiply upon taking damage. There's a spawn limit of 20 monsters entering your
Oh,
base at any time.
God.
Taming a mass monster, putting it on the gallows, and sealing its offspring on a set of tiles 10 Z levels higher seemed like a great idea. Until
Oh,
I visited my
God.
base again, only to find out everyone is dead. It turns out two of
Yeah.
my NPCs are coded to teleport directly to enemies, causing them to split and spill into the base,
Oh.
where everyone is too weak to one-shot them.
God.
So they infinitely replicate until they fill the entire screen. Conversely, the final boss is too hard for me to kill. By pure chance, I loaded into some Japanese guy's base, which had residents who were level 250,000. They're so high level They take 30 steps for each of mine, which they spent on gambling, drinking, vomiting, and passing out at high velocity. I fed them aphrodisiacs, and one of them laid an egg. Microwaving an egg has a chance of exploding, which is incredibly funny in the middle of an orphanage. Explosion strength is tied to quality, and this one is 2,773. I heat the egg, and one-shot Inos, my party, and myself. This might seem ridiculous, but the Japanese have already killed him with a beach ball and a banana peel. NPCs.
I'm crying, Fable.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
They killed the boss with a beach ball and a banana peel, Fable.
Listen, the boss sounded weak.
Of course the Japanese did. Hello, Dromax.
Hold beach balls in their inventory when thrown at, and this one was modified by several thousand cursed scrolls of flying, by 10,000. So, when Ino spawns in and charges, he slips in the banana peel and is crushed to death. The world is your autism playground. Join all the guilds, learn all the skills, whip pensioners on your cotton plantation. It's your fantasy. Now back to work, Cracker. I'm not here to tell you that unless you've got insanely high taming and throw love potions at a spiral king deep in the void so you can feed that breast milk to a chicken so you can genetically engineer him into the strongest creature in the game, that you haven't played the game. There's no win condition, only
super
your
chicken?
creativity. So choose
No,
a
wait,
goal.
Fable. He created Mega Ultra Chicken. Shh! It's lich.
Hey, Raptor.
a
Save me.
direction or a hyperfixation, and the rest is up to you. For as many turbo-level Japanese hypersweats at level 3 billion in the void, there's just as many who haven't even left their own base. So rest assured that no matter where you're at, there's some guy who spent his entire playthrough cultivating mushrooms, who has more money than the entire economy. In short, I love Elin. It's a very sweet, beautiful, and calming game that I can't help coming back to. The developer doesn't sleep. He pushes a new unstable build every night, and I wish him the very best. There's enough content
I will give him this, without how crazy this game is and how modding is, I will give him this, that the creator is obviously very dedicated. This is a labor of love for his
several
work.
hundred hours, and it just keeps getting better. I thoroughly recommend it. As always, more content to
it's only
come,
like
so
20
stay
bucks,
tuned.
yeah.
This video is dedicated to my ops, because I had a script ready after 50
told me
hours,
you-
until
why is
I
that
saw
thing
someone
going-
write a critical thesis about my Alona video, took it to heart, and played another free 50. It was only later brought to my attention that the man who affected me so is a barely literate weeaboo who paid thousands of dollars for his cringe OC to be put into the game. He did all this so I could turn his waifu into a burger. A warm thanks to the many members of the Merchants Guild generously
Of
funding
course,
and
Seth did.
bankrolling these videos. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
So, Fable, what did you think of all that? I'm still processing what happened in my head.
Seth needs to be stopped.
In what way?
Yes. Just yes. He's grounded. Also, whoever made that also needs to be grounded.
FBI, open up! Well, that was something else. Like, he turned someone's OC into a burger, Fable.
That sounds about right.
But yeah, Raptor, I will tell you this, for the artists of my comics, I'll, send you their stuff, but I'll say one thing, I already ordered several more comics from them, so, anyway. I found the game interesting. It was definitely interesting in a weird way. It's one of those things where you're like, there's so much shit you can do here. I kind of want to give it a try. But anyway, thank you all so much, and yeah, I'll see you all later. Take care of yourselves and be good to yourselves. Anything you want to say to the good people, Fable, before we leave? Since I told them to like, comment, and subscribe already.
I'm retiring.
Anyway.
It was nice knowing you guys.
It's just frowned. Ah, my throat. Anyway, thank you all so much. I will see you all later. Bye.